Okay. Hello, everybody. You actually get to see the other side here. I'm leaving work right now. Had to stay a bit late today because I had a pre-final meeting and paperwork, and then now I've got more paperwork to do, like a ton more, because I'm gonna be doing all sorts of final construction records, which, like I've explained, it's just a bunch of technicalities and not so fun stuff that requires a lot of paying attention, a ton of different submissions and submittals and certifications. And, it is what it is. New microphone is on the way. I know that's a big concern for some of y'all, and for me. I don't like when my audio is messed up, and so hopefully that'll alleviate some issues for you guys. Who knows? On 18th. I'm really trying to do math in my head about navigation, trying to figure out where I need to go. And I think I'm certainly going the wrong way right now. Yeah, I definitely am. I need to be in the other lane. Poop. Oh well. I'll just turn around over there. Anyway, things I'm excited about. I got the Grape Rise or Ghost or whatever it is, energy drink, whatever brand this is. This is Ghost. Yeah, I got the Welch's Grape Ghost, so I'm kind of excited about trying that. I think it's gonna. I've heard good things, and so I'm excited to try it. Will it be any good? Different question, Oh, this will work. I know what I'm doing. I just gotta go this way. I did change the camera angle here. I just want to try something out. Not sure I'm a fan of it. Let me know what you guys think. Doesn't seem to be that bad though, but it's not really my favorite setup. Too much steering wheel. Yeah, I mean, it is problematic to me because to do the final construction record, because like I said, 45 calendar days to get it done, and I have a show in 30 something calendar days, so that's a lot to pack on in a short amount of time. But luckily, this job that I'm turning in, wasn't exceptionally large, so hopefully there's not all that much headache that's going to be involved with wrapping it up and getting a final acceptance. I mean, we'll see. It's a slammed F-150. I've not seen that before. It's kind of cool. In terms of scale, this was a much smaller job. It was only like a couple $100,000, so like not that big. There's only like half a dozen pay items on it anyway, so I only need 4 certs, and I only need a little bit. So I got most of the paperwork done already. I just have to turn it into our electronic system, and I just didn't really have time to do that today. But I can get that done, tomorrow, perhaps over the weekend, maybe next week, whatever. No biggie. For the gym and fitness, I guess, I noticed a lot of engagement on my last couple of videos, especially my arm day video. That one kind of blew up in so far, if you want to call it that. It's not like exceptionally popular or anything, but it's bigger than some of my other video. I messed this up again. I needed to turn right. Son of a gun. I'm just not paying attention today. I guess I'm a little fried. I did only have 1 cup of coffee, to be fair, so maybe I'm not awake necessarily. But body weight, I am 188 or 87 point something today. So, the body weight's melting off now. I think I've adapted to the diet and am able to more efficiently get calories out. And I've got my diet a lot more locked in. There's not really any fillers. There's not too much other stuff. What am I thinking? I could have just gone to the other gym. And now I'm heading the wrong direction. I think I'll just do that. I'll just turn around up here and do that. Because that was really close to my work. I don't know why. My mindset was like, oh, we gotta go to here. But in reality, I don't need to do that. Yeah, crazy what a lack of sleep will do to your diet brain, cutting brain. I need to trim my mustache. It's getting in my nose. Yeah, so I'm getting real skinny, or lean, if you will. Because muscle-wise, I mean, I'm still the biggest that I've been, even down, almost 50 pounds. I'm just getting cut at this point. This is not something, obviously, that I'm going to show in, like, a vlog or whatever, but I'm starting to get, like, some glute striations, which is cool. Like, just at like, the bottom of the glute, I'm getting the little fingers that come across. I have some pretty good chest striations. The vascularity is outrageous. I mean, that's looking spicy. It's all coming together, it's all coming together and turning out. We're looking pretty good, I would say, in my opinion, I just have, however many weeks left, 5 weeks left, and then before you know it, we're going to be on peak week. We're going to be feeling frisky, we're going to be looking good, and then I'll be on stage. And then, things are just cruising right along really quickly. The time isn't flying anymore like it was. Like, I gotta be honest with you, like a time period of like 16 to 8 weeks out, like you blink and it was gone. Just, wow, that was quick. But like 12 to 8, or 12, or like 8 to 6 has been kind of a drag. It's been taking a little while. And I think that's just because it's harder. Some of these workouts are killing me. Like, if you watched yesterday's video on legs, oh, that was tough, man. I was just dying. I was struggling to get through it. And I'm not lowering the weight yet because I don't want to. I want to hold on to pushing heavy weight as long as I can. Because, you're signaling to your brain, like, okay, I know that we're starving. I know that we're in a deficit. We're in a diet, but we need these muscles. So hold on to them. Cut everything else, but we need these muscles because your brain's like, oh, we need nutrition, so we're going to digest things. But you're signaling to your brain, if you keep working out, keep lifting heavy, that those are necessary. You can't get rid of them. So, I mean, that's the sport of bodybuilding. You want to, like, an ideal perfect cut, is you lose body fat and retain 100% of your lean mass. Now, unfortunately, that's not really scientifically possible, no matter what you do. I mean, unless you have, like, some utterly rare genetic anomaly, where, like, you have a myostatin or a metformin or whatever deficiency, whatever that thing is, where your body physically cannot lose muscle mass, you are going to shed some lean with your bulk, with your fat, and that's just the nature of the game. But if you can retain, like you want to retain the maximum amount of muscle, of lean mass while losing body fat. So like a good cut for me. So I've lost like 50 pounds almost. Let's see, I went from 232-ish at like my absolute peak heaviest to like 188 right now. So that is 45 pounds. Quite a bit. Pretty healthy cut. Ironic use of that word because it could like technically anything but healthy, you know. But significant cut, I should say. And that I don't really know how much lean mass I've sacrificed, but obviously I've sacrificed a lot of fluff. I mean, however much that is just glycogen and water storage, like that's probably like 10 or 15 pounds realistically. So, and then body fat, I don't know. I didn't really get body fat, like a scan or a test done at my peak. I kind of wanted to, I probably kind of should have, but like using a caliper, I think I topped out at like 18 or 16%, and now I'm lean enough that the calipers probably aren't going to be accurate anymore. So, but there's a place around here that does like electrode or some kind of testing. It's not like a DEXA, it's not that advanced, but it's also not $300 like a DEXA is. So, I might go get that done at some point. I just want to see where I am, you know, because I genuinely don't know. Like looking at myself in the mirror, I know I'm like single digits certainly, but probably the high side of single digits. I'm probably right around like 8 or 9. But last year when I was last show, which was 2 years ago, when I was on stage, I was like, I think I was like 4.5%. So I mean, just skin and bones, absolutely peeled. So, but now with the addition of probably 20 or more pounds of lean mass, if I hit that weight, it's probably going to look a lot. Not 165 pounds. I'm not going to go that low. But if I hit that body fat metric, it's going to look pretty darn cool. Anyway, here we are at the gym. I've already done cardio today. I did it very early this morning, so I'm just going to hit my lift and hit some tanning, I think. And rock and roll. Let's kill this back day. Okay. Warming up with some pull-ups here. 2 easy sets of 10 in between like my rear raises. So, okay, it's a bit tall actually. Okay, to bump the camera up a little bit, I'm using a different app that lets me know when the camera's working or not, or not the microphone's working or not. But it doesn't have the fisheye buttons, which my phone has. My phone has like a 1/2 time zoom. Like it's got a fisheye, which makes angles a lot easier when you're recording. But unfortunately, this app doesn't really have that functionality, so I have to set the tripod way further away. So the things I do, but at least now I know we're actually getting audio. So. Alright. Okay, 2 sets of 12, chest supported rows. Only issue I'm having is that on this bench, which is a Rogue bench, and as you know, I have feelings about them. One notch below this is way too low, and this notch I wouldn't say way too high, but it's too high to like get a good setup on this. So, I mean, whatever. Do what you're gonna do. So, I'm looking to get 2 sets of 12 with the 90s. So, familiar territory. Here we go. If I like scoot down a little bit, I don't know. See, I can't fucking reach, but that's the way she goes. Decent set. I probably could lower the weight and really kind of squeeze it up here, but I got decent lat activation off of that, so I think I'll stick with it. Okay. Yeah. On the bright side, my breathing and heart rate is much more under control than it was yesterday or the day before. Still elevated a little bit, like I'm rocking like 120 right now, but honestly, it's a lot better than like 140. So, anyway. Alright. That'll do it for that. Okay, 2 sets of 20 on low rope. I have 180 on this stack. I don't remember if this one's heavier or lighter than the other gym, but I know that the weight is easier to calculate because it just says the number here instead of, it says the weight instead of it's like a random number. Anyway, 2 sets of 20. My nose keeps running, boys. Okay, so we're gonna go out on a limb here and say probably a bit heavier. That was tough. I might drop it to 170 on that next set. Okay. Alright, so I gotta drop to 170 here, so that should probably be a little bit more manageable, because the 180 was freaking heavy, so. I don't know what. I got a buddy who's wanting to sell a Sony, if you like Sonys. Like 700,
comes with a tripod, 2 lenses. I don't remember the exact model. No, it's like brand new. Like a, yeah, DSLR. I don't, yeah. Yeah, his is, he bought it last year. I'd have to ask him about it. All I know is, that's too much. Ugh. That'd be very cool. I don't edit. I just throw it up there. I do. Ugh. I got 1,000 views yesterday, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that was probably a bit too light. Like I went from like what we have here is your typical Smith machine trucks, 12 and 12. If you've been here for a little bit, you know how that works. It's 12 like 3-second reps and then 12 quick reps. 180 on the bar, nothing special. Let's get it done. Oh yeah. Oh, my back's cramping up a little bit. It's just been a bit tight. Need to go get an adjustment or whatever they call that. Brief little talking point here. A lot of people, when they go to the gym, they get loaded up on caffeine and pre-workout and beta-alanine and all this stuff. And they throw on their music and they hit their set and all that. And I support that, you know, do what works for you. If you like music, if you like loading up on stims within reason, I don't condone the people that are out there slamming 4, 5, 6, 700 milligrams of caffeine before their lift. That's bad for you. And I just don't condone that behavior. But if that's what you like to do, that's what you like to do. I used to drink pre-workout every time I lifted. I used to have headphones on, play some music. But at some point during my first prep, I just kind of stopped taking pre as much, stopped having headphones on. And I will occasionally play music. Like, there's been a couple videos you can see where I have headphones on and I'll listen to music or something, or a podcast or whatever. But I really don't drink pre-workout that much anymore. I have like my energy drinks, like a Monster or something, because that's mostly because I like the flavor. I just enjoy them. And I like Monster because A, it's delicious, and B, it's like fairly low caffeine. It's 150. I'm not like hypersensitive to stims, but I just don't see the need to get absolutely cranked up on caffeine before you lift. And as for music, like I said, sometimes I'll listen to it, but you know, I'm kind of autistic in that if I have too much sensory input, like I just kind of get distracted or overwhelmed, and so I tend not to listen to music. If I'm doing like rack pulls or heavy squats or deadlifts or something, which I don't really do, you know, anymore since I've transitioned like more specifically to a bodybuilding lifting style, I'll put on some music, especially like rack pulls and deadlifts because it gets loud. Like just having the headphones on is like a form of hearing protection, I guess. But for the most part, I really don't listen to that much music. I don't find it to be performance enhancing. most of the time, so I just kind of get in the gym, pump some iron, and that's it, you know? Anyway, let's hit the second set. I might go a little bit wider. Maybe I won't be hunched over as much and save my back a little bit. Ooh, that was Bernie. Love it. Okay. Let's see what's next. Okay, 2 sets of 12. Underhand lat pulls. We're gonna try to go for 180 here. Bench is 12. Shouldn't be that bad, but you know, strength is it is what it is. Like I said earlier on the drive, you gotta tell your body that you need this muscle, so don't get rid of it. So that's what we're trying to do now. So it's actually, y'all didn't see that. It actually wasn't that bad. Okay, round 2. Then we just have our pullovers. I do like back day. A lot of people don't like back day, and I think that's just because they can't feel their back, their mind muscle's not there. Like, if you can figure out how to do a lat spread, which is hard in its own right, don't get me wrong, but if you can figure that out, 90% of back exercises are going to be you trying to feel either that muscle or like your rear delts or your traps or whatever. So when you get into something like this, overhand or underhand, but I guess I'll do underhand since we're using it as an example. When you're up here, you shouldn't really go all the way up because my lats are not even slightly engaged up here. So stop, about like 2/3, 75% of the way up. Because right now I can feel my lats the whole way. And as I come down, I'm continuing to flex it. Like I'm keeping tension on the lats the whole time. Like that lat spread. So, like rows 2, same thing. Keep your back engaged. And so if you struggle with back day because you don't like it or you don't feel anything out of it, I'd say work on your mind muscle. And first, figure out how to do a lat spread. Because then you know what that muscle feels like. And then have that translate into your lifts, in the meantime, go through the motions. You're going to be activating the muscle whether you know it or not, right? Just by doing the exercises. But what I'm saying is figure out how to get it activated, and then you can really dial in your back workouts, and you'll get a lot more out of it, physically and mentally. So anyway, let's hit the second set. Ugh. Those were pretty damn good. Anyway, that's at the pullovers. Now, I know that when I do these, I say I'm not trying to break any weight records, but they're just for what you call like pump and burn finisher exercise here. But I've increased the weight actually, so like 57 and a half. Just one pin higher than 50 on this here machine. Just because I figure if I'm doing the same quality of reps, like if there's still 25 very good reps, jump the weight up a little bit, I could get a little bit more burn. So it's a theory, but we're gonna run. All right, here we go. May have overestimated my capabilities here. Okay. We're gonna go back down to 50 because mercy me, that was a little tough. All right, I dropped to 50. Hit this other set of 25. Ooh, these lats are pumped. Oh, yes. Damn, that hurts. All right, I'll get you guys a little pose down. All right. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Lovely. Okay. As you can see, lighting in here is not terrible. It's not great, but you know, I look pretty good. I'll say that. Anyway, just kind of standing like relaxed, I guess, not like in the terms of like bodybuilding relaxed. I mean like straight up just chilling. This is the pump, you know, from the back. Decent little kind of wingspan. Now, kind of run through some quarter turns for you real quick. And I guess you can be the judge of that. Let me drop this height a little bit. There we go. Just so I can fill the frame out. No pun intended. Yeah. I don't think I'll run through the side chest and stuff today because obviously we have negative pump. So I will do some lat spreads and stuff though. So anyway. Not too bad. A little bit of a Dorito going on, eh? You know, that sort of shit. The abs are coming in though. I mean, like, could be this lighting, but I mean, that's looking pretty gnarly. From the back, rear lat. I mean, I can't really see what's going on, so, you know, you guys be the judge of how that looks. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, looking pretty wide. Definitely got some pretty cool X-frame going on. So, all in all, great success. Anyway, it was a good back day. I'm going to hit a little tan and maybe go get my body fat checked. Who knows? Probably won't see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm going to be taking a rest day. But I should be back on Saturday. So, see ya.